So when you get this generalized statement that you're only going to spend 80% of your salary in retirement, or you're going to spend more in retirement, ignore it and ask yourself, what does retirement look like to you?
Hey, Mike, how do you figure out your cash flow in retirement?
This is a tricky one because some people will spend more when they retire, some people will spend less when they retire. And it just depends on really the stage of life, how they want their retirement to look like. Depends on if they want to travel a lot, if they don't, what their hobbies are. There's a lot of nuance here. So when you get this generalized statement that you're only going to spend 80% of your salary in retirement, or you're going to spend more in retirement, ignore it and ask yourself, what does retirement look like to you? And the answer is not sitting in front of the TV watching it all day long, or Netflix, you're binging your favorite shows or whatever. The answer is not, I'm only going to garden, or I'm only going to play golf and I've got my fixed fee of a golf membership and that's that. Retirement is not, I'm just going to travel all the world all the time and that's going to fulfill me. So, what I typically recommend people to do is to see if towards the end of your career, you can take a fake or a testing retirement, kind of a pseudo retirement
Yeah, what do you
for a
mean by
month.
that? Yeah, how would that play out?
Take a month off
Okay.
and simulate the retirement that you want and see if it works out well or not.
So play golf every day for a month?
Yeah. See if it really brings you fulfillment. You've got to have purpose in retirement, and that purpose may cost you more money. It may cost you less money, but you have to have a reason to get up in the morning, whatever that reason is. Um, and then start breaking down your expenses based on your expected or your committed expenses. So your average cost of food and groceries, your cost for utilities and your estate, or not estate, your real estate taxes.
Mm.
Get a baseline for how much you need to put in there for your car. So when I say your car, maybe there's some maintenance there. Maybe you're going to be having a new car purchase in the near future. Just whatever it might be. And I'm not saying you don't want to be taking auto loans out. I'm just saying, what is the kind of basic foundational committed expenses? Like, you need this to live your most basic version of your life. Okay. Then figure out what your discretionary, your fun spending is going to look like, and divide both categories. At that point, then you can start to say, okay, well, maybe in phase one of my life, when I say your travel years, whether you're traveling or not, that's when your discretionary spend is a little bit higher, but you're gonna have a little bit more fun. Maybe you have that for a couple of years and then you scale back. Maybe you don't scale back, but you have to really, you don't want to just guess and wing this.
All right. That could be
You
dangerous.
don't want, you don't want lifestyle creep. So retirement, there's FOMO, fear of missing out. It's like, oh, I'm not really fulfilled, so I'm going to spend more money, or all these other things. You don't want that to be an accident. You want to start simulating retirement. You want to start asking, this is really what I think I'll be spending in there, and really put some effort into it. I do recommend everyone to not be on a budget, but to be on a cash flow app. Now, we have our own Cash Flow and Capital, which you can find it on Apple. You have to put cash flow and then the ampersand, the fancy A,
Oh, yeah.
and capital to find it. If you just
Okay.
do A and D, you're probably not going to find it because it's not, a huge app. We made it, but it's not like you're top of the charts or whatever.
Sure.
But we designed it to help people develop a healthier relationship with their money and to be more in tune with their actual cash flow, so they can be more aware of what retirement would look like. But any cash flow system, it's not like you're on a budget. You're not putting yourself on an allowance. You're trying to raise the awareness of where your money is actually going so that you can plan accordingly for retirement. Too many times people have come to the office and I say, how much does it cost to be you? I say, I don't know. They throw out an arbitrary number. It's like, no, let's just pause real quick, take a moment, and really start to understand what is like what is your
Yeah.
cash flow going to look like? Are you going to be traveling more? Are you going to see the kids? Are you not going to be seeing the kids? Do you want charitable distributions? Are you used to paying? Maybe you're a sole proprietor, you're a business owner, and you're used to paying taxes out of your own cash flow. But maybe that's going to change a little bit because of the dynamics are shifting. There are so many variations here that don't do the cliche everyone's advice situation. Um, Figure out your specific situation. Now, shameless plug for our own promotional purposes, I guess you could say, but
Mm.
we did. I did hire developers to create Cash Flow and Capital as the app specifically for the purpose to help people develop a healthier relationship with their cash flow, with their money. Is that the only option? No, there's plenty of other apps out there. Find the one that suits you best. But start doing it so you get more in touch with your spending.
And so
Yeah.
part of how that looks, getting in touch with your spending, is just seeing where everything's going. So you're physically looking at, like, oh, where did this go? You categorize it manually, right? So that you know, like, oh, this is what I spent on that. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. The funniest example I hear over and over again is I didn't realize how much was going to streaming services.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, I knew I had Netflix and Hulu and Apple TV and then I was doing YouTube TV, but
Yeah.
whatever. Or I had my Direct TV bill or whatever. And I
Yeah.
knew it. But then when I started kind of every month, I saw money leaving into that category because you have to manually sort every category if you use our app.
Mm-hmm.
Every month, I'm like, I don't want to keep spending $200 on streaming services. And then you cut all of them but one. You save yourself $150 or so,
Yeah.
$170 or so, depending on which ones you cut. That's a pretty neat situation
Right.
because $100+ a month, that can add up. Now think about that in multiple different categories. Oh, my insurance, so property and casualty or auto insurance or whatever, that's increased. Maybe I want to start shopping around a little bit for
Yeah.
that. These are things that raise your awareness, but also let you be really in tune with your spending habits. Do you spend a lot on food? Do you not spend a lot on food? What are the trends? It's not about it being right or wrong. It's not about spending less money. It's about, is the price and the use of you spending money for that service still worth the price that you're spending on that service?
Yeah, some people will go out to eat a lot, and eating out costs a lot of money. But for some people, it might be worth it. And
Yeah.
others like, no, I don't want to spend that much on food. I'm going to go out less. Others say, I'm fine to spend that much. I can, and it brings me great joy, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Yeah,
But you just have to have that awareness.
you got to have your awareness.
Mm.
And the only way to do that is to really, we believe it's manual. And there's a lot of psychology behind this, by the way, but it's manually. So you want to have all the transactions uploaded because it's a hassle to manually type in everything.
Yeah.
But it's nice to just in 2 or 3 clicks, you say, oh, that goes there. Ooh, that's the category, the cash flow of that specific category and what I'm doing. You're tracking your own behavior. Humans aren't built objective. We're built behaviorally to have an emotional bias towards something. So when you have a system that helps you learn from your behavior, you keep yourself in check, basically just checking in every now and then saying, is this still worth it?
Mm.
It keeps us in line instead of going down the wrong path without the awareness. You're listening to How to Retire on Time. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe first, and then go to www.retireontime.com to grab a copy of my book, How to Retire on Time, take a few courses about retirement, join my newsletter, and so much more. Now, if you want to work with one of our advisors here at Kedrick Wealth, who can help you put together a retirement plan that's designed to last longer than you, just click the button, Get Started. Everything we do is intended to help you retire on time. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you in the next show.